What's up, everybody? Here today in a brand new YouTube video. Before we get into it, make sure you go down below and click the subscribe button and the bell with post notifications on so you never miss out on any brand new uploads from me. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like the content that I post. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, everybody. We are here to check out the brand new monster, Mr. Notfound, also known as George Notfound, to the Dream Team. And we're going to check out his skills and stats today and see what this monster can truly do. Now, that is a cool attack that he has that has laser beams and stuff. Just rename him George Notfound instead of Mr. Notfound because, you know, it's just an all-around better name. Now, as for his traits, we have immune to freeze. So, as I've specified with each of the Dream Team monsters, everybody, they have their own they're each other's own immunity to a control. So, for example, like at rank 1, he gains immunity to blind, but then at rank 3, he gains status caster possession immunity, in which Dream is already immune to possession as a trait for his rank 0. So that is what I was specifying, and then Satman gains immunity to freeze as a status caster at rank 3. As for relics, he can hold a mask, so Electron's mask, so we're going to go with that. And he holds a staff as well. So definitely Master Staff, because that is one of the best staffs you can go with. Like, one of the best. Now, as for Ruins, this monster, as you know, he's a support monster. So definitely would want to, if I were you, go with a speed, a regular speed, or even a team speed if you want to boost. You could help it to boost Super Dream speed if you use all three, of the Dream Team monsters together. And as for a special skill, we have Will I Ever Be Found, which removes all status effects from all enemies, removes their trait, and applies freeze and drown. Now let's feed him. Alright, everyone. Level 100, Mr. Notfound. And now, as for his skills, we have Burn the Lemon Tree, which does moderate water damage to one enemy and applies water, fire, and nature weakness to one enemy. Or we have Let Me Clean You, which removes positive status effects from one enemy and applies drown to one enemy. So definitely going to go with that. Next up, we have Drowning Butt, which deals low water damage to one enemy and applies drown to all enemies. Or we have Glasses for All, which removes all negative status effects from one ally and applies precision and immunity to blind to all allies. So definitely gonna go with that. And next up we have Satman Yugo, which applies fire rank to one enemy and gives one extra turn to itself. Okay, so now that skill is a little bit of a game changer. Next up we have Clean to Kill, which removes all negative status effects from one ally and applies double damage to one enemy. So definitely gonna go with that because of double. And next up we have Beyond Colors, which removes all negative status effects from all allies. Or we have For the Dream Team, which deal low water damage to all enemies and applies fire, nature, and water weakness to all enemies. Definitely gonna go with that because, everybody, that's what's interesting about this monster is that he has a skill that will apply weakness that actually goes for the entire Dream Team if you use all three of them together. So, like it just said, fire, water, and nature weakness. So there is some other skills that you could switch out, like Beyond the Colors and Satman Yugo for one extra turn, but then also Beyond the Colors removes all negative status effects from all your allies rather than just one per go. But these are definitely the skills that I would have to say you'd mostly want to go with. But now let's jump into some multiplayer and see how this monster can truly work. Alright, so pretty powerful monsters here. First of all, let's get rid of the Megataunt. And then let's go with Glasses for All. Removes all negative status effects, like blindness immunity, and precision. Now let's go with Spirit and Reflect. Just to apply a shield to myself because I'm doing a lot of damage. A lot. Okay, next up, effect. Let's get rid of the bloom area. We'll go with that since think he's a area dodge. Next up, we'll go with clean to kill. Even though it applies double damage, so I just wasted the double damage. It still gets rid of all negative status effects from an ally, which will come in big handy for your Megaton monsters and other stuff like that. And then we'll go with that. Though there wasn't any point because he didn't have any positive status effects that were applied to him at the moment. But the point of that skill is that not only does it apply drown, so he'll take water damage each time. It'll also drain his stamina over time, but also it gets rid of positive status effects he may have, which that skill is good for actually Megaton monsters, except for the only monster that is Megaton as a trait. So, moving on, let's get into another battle. Alright, so pretty powerful ones here. And then unfortunately they went with the one of the best strats that I've seen so far is 2 area dodge and 1 taunt, who even has a lot of life as well, which is highly annoying. In fact, it's pretty much one of the most unbeatable teams. Yeah, pretty much unbeatable. Let's go with that, I guess. Thank goodness the Master Staff kicked in that I placed on Mr. Notfound. Let's go with Let's Clean You. Unfortunately, didn't work because he did a positive effects protection, which sucks. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this, so let's just leave. And everybody, to be honest, I think that wraps up this monster truly works, so I'll catch you on a new one.